Remember kids, if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. Morning folks, we are going to get a little case skid steer today, a little model 1830 that I told you about in the last video. Story on this thing is the owner took it out to a job site, they were using it, and it developed a hydraulic leak under the floorboard that nobody knew about until the arms stopped lifting. So they filled it back up with oil, and when they filled it back up with oil, the right side drive stopped working correctly. Now there could be a lot of things at play here. Could be a broken drive chain, could be stripped splines between the hydraulic motor and the hub assembly, the final drive. But it sounds really, really likely that being so low on oil, the lift stopped working, that the hydraulic motor for the right side has probably been run dry and damaged. That's my gut feeling here, but we'll have to get into it and see. You know, just because that would make the most sense doesn't mean that's what happened. So we've got the trailer. We're going over here to pick this thing up and take it back and get it cleaned up and pressure washed and figure out what's wrong. All right, so here's our little case 1830. I could have pulled out here, but I wanted to walk this and make sure it was going to be solid before I got the truck out on it. That's good. I just stepped on the bucket and tilted it, but you can see she's been leaking down there pretty noticeably. Now let's get in here and I'll show you what the problem really is. Where's the key? Really? That's not helpful. All right. It's not right, but it's not wrong. I'm gonna need two hands. Sit here, don't fall. Choke, throttle. Really? Dead battery now? Why do I do this? All right. I don't have a ton of interest in fighting with this thing right here. So let's get the truck. Let's just load it up. Can I walk? Can I get the truck out here, or will I be stuck? I think I'm okay. It feels solid. Tires on that thing look great though. I wonder if he's put new tires on it. All right. Yeah, that's a leak. Good times. Wait here. Actually, let's give you the widest view you can get. Wait here. Don't fall off. I know there's some people that would be like, oh, I can't believe you're putting that on a single axle trailer. Well, this single axle trailer is rated for 8,000 pounds. That is not an exaggeration. That is not, like, it is a very serious little trailer. I have put a little over 6,000 pounds of cargo on it, and it handles it absolutely beautifully. This skid steer, I feel like, weighs probably on the high end a little over 4,000 pounds. And honestly, probably not even quite that much. And I love this trailer because it is so maneuverable and fits everywhere and is just super, super simple to load. I wish I could lift this bucket up, but I think it's up enough. Oh. Do I try to start it or do I just pull it? There's not a right answer. What the crap is all this nonsense? Oh God. What can I hook to? Not much. There's almost nothing down here. I can get to that one hole way up there, or I can grab it here. I mean, I guess that's bolted as solidly as anything else. Do I pull or do I drive? I would rather drive, but I don't think it's gonna start. Not without more coaxing than I'm really in the mood to coax with. Let's see how this goes. Maybe she'll start. Just because it starts, there's no guarantee it'll actually drive on the trailer. That's the other thing. Because with this right side not having power, it could very legitimately just kind of sit there and try to spin itself in circles. If I were smart, I'd just open the door, but that would be too easy now, wouldn't it? I feel like they put the wrong battery in here with the terminals on the wrong side, and now they're under a hydraulic line where you cannot get to them. And of course, the thing is sitting here and doesn't want to start. So if I want to take it to go do what I'm supposed to even be doing, I have to go through this nonsense first. This is why I do this. Actually, why? Why do I do this? Why is what I do this? That makes no sense. You want to start, you little problem? Are you going to try to drive away and run over my jump pack and annoy me? You might. What the crap? Alright, I'm done. I'm not messing with it. It doesn't want to start. I will get it started when I can get it on a battery charger, because I'm not spending half a day out here just trying to pick this thing up. Why are you stuck now? If it ain't one thing, it's another. Be a mechanic, they said. So my winch setup on this trailer is not quite done. I got the winch itself welded on the mount, got it bolted in. I've still got to deal with the control setup and the power unit, and I need more D-rings. I love this trailer, but it only has 2 here, 2 here, and 2 there. Well, you know, both sides, but I need 1 at the front to anchor the winch cable back to. I need like 5 more, but I need one between those. I need 1 between the back ones on both sides, so that's 4 more. And then I want 1 at the front to tie the winch cable to. I gotta stop talking and get this thing on the trailer. We got stuff to do today. I don't like that. That is not gonna work. Unless I swing the door, run this through the back. Now, to everybody that's gonna give me grief for rigging up and pulling on this door like we are, there is nothing else to grab onto here. And this door is made out of 1/2-inch plate. This is not a lightweight door. We're not pulling on sheet metal at all. I should get the snatch block if I'm going to use it. I wouldn't even say this job would need a snatch block if I had a bigger winch battery system. The winch itself is fine. I just feel like it's going to kill my battery trying to pull, well, battery in quotes there. It's going to kill my jump pack trying to pull something this big without double lining it. And it may anyway, and if it does, we'll hook it up to the pickup. But let's hope we don't have to go through all that. Now, where did I put the remote? How did I lose the winch control? What on earth is that nonsense? I don't like that at all. I am going to get to do some winch repair. I don't like any of that at all. I don't want that. I don't want to deal with respooling this winch right now. I just need something to work correctly. Is that so much to ask? Apparently, yeah, it kind of is. I'm just gonna, God, I don't like this. I don't like this. Well, I guess we're respooling a winch. So here's our little X-bowl winch. And it looks like the set screw that anchors the cable backed off and it let the cable come out. And I can't do any good like that. So let's fix the winch, then load that. Remember kids, if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. I need to cut that, but I don't have a grinder with me. What do I have that can cut that? That's the thing about having multiple service vehicles and work locations. At least for me, is I always end up with the stuff I need somewhere else, it feels like. Whenever you got to cut a cable, wrap it in some tape first and it'll help it hold its shape. I don't think these cutters are going to do this, and if they do, I'm going to feel really bad for doing it to them, but we're about to find out. Shove it through. Shove it through. Pull it back, get the tape out of the way. Good. Now, find that Allen wrench that I saw fall this direction. Yeah, now we're talking. That works. I mean, I need to fix the battery and I need to mount the controls way better than what they are, but this is functional. I love this little trailer so much. I keep meaning to do an entire video on this trailer for you guys, showing you, how that's why I haven't finished any of this, is I want to show you the winch setup and the battery, and not that, but a real battery and the winch and some more D-rings and welding, and I just haven't had time to film it, so I haven't done it. Now see, this is the biggest reason I need another D-ring at the front that I can hook to, because with that big snatch block hooked to my chain, I can't pull any further than where we are, and this is not quite enough to tip it down or haul it. So now, let's see if I have enough weight to tip it down. I got to move my cable so I don't destroy them doing all this stuff. I cannot see squat half the time in these sunglasses. Am I enough weight to tip it and latch it? Oh, almost. Should have had more than a cup of coffee for breakfast. There we go, got her. Boy, I love this little trailer. I could haul it like this. I don't want to, but I could. Let's see if I can get this snatch block out of here now. I just want to move it a little bit more. And then I'm going to put this cable that we are using to hook the machine to the winch. We're going to use that to chain it down. And we'll put our other chain on the other end of the skid loader. One thing to note here, our electric winch, not load securement. Look at how easy that rolls. Our electric winch is for loading and unloading. You want to use actual chains to secure stuff. So that just looks great, doesn't it? I love this little trailer. Look at that. Look at that. It's perfect. I love it when I can find something that just works so perfectly for the thing I want it to do, the way this trailer does.
Just a deck of cards and a jug of wine.
All right, we're here trying to get it off the trailer to pressure wash it. And problem number one is this battery cable here. Not only is that super loose, this is our starting problem. Let's get that off of there. That's not really a great look there. All of that's corroded. A lot of that is broken. Yeah, let's fix this. So got the floor pan out. Let's take a look. We can see this cylinder has been leaking. This cylinder has been leaking. There's been a bunch of oil coming out the bottom. And then we crawl over in here. We can see the left side, if you were sitting in the machine, the left side drive motor here is covered in oil. The right side looks fairly dry, but this is our problem side. And something is leaking like crazy. That's what all this crap is. So now I get to pressure wash all this crap out of here and figure out where it's coming from. All right, got the machine here opened up, washed it out. Okay, it's not super clean, but it's good enough for right now. See that chain? I pulled an inspection plate off right here, but we can see a chain at the top, chain at the bottom. It is, it is snug and tensioned well. This chain is not broken. That's what I wanted to find out. The way these skid steers work is this one motor drives a big sprocket right inside here that this chain loops around. The chain goes to a big sprocket inside that final drive case where the rear tire is, drives them both. So good news, none of that is broken. We don't have to work in there, which is nice, but it guarantees our problem is either in this hydraulic motor or the unwashed back section of this hydraulic valve. This linkage right here, you see where the light is on the left, that's for the right side. The next valve section up right there, that one is for the left side. Now there's some play in these linkages on both sides, but I really don't like this one for the right side. I feel like we're gonna find maybe not the whole problem, but definitely a lot of problem right there that we need to address. Let's take that apart and see what's going on. See how much that's moving? That should not move that much. So that's good. Isn't it? So for our travel problem, we'll come right down here to the linkage. You can see I've got a bolt in there. That bolt is too long, but it was also missing when we started. There's a bolt at the top that pinches these two parts of this collar together and holds it, but there's also a through bolt that goes through both this collar and the shaft coming out of the valve.
and that bolt was missing. I don't know if it was broke or what, but it wasn't in there. And this pinch bolt at the top was not holding tightly enough. So this linkage, yeah, there's still a little bit of play in it, but there was a whole lot more, and it was walking on that shaft and not grabbing. Now this bolt I just stuck in for troubleshooting purposes. It's a little too long. That one looks better. These are 1/4 inch grade 8 bolts. That is just enough to get this nylock nut on, but I might need 2 hands for that. All right, let's look down in here, and I think you can see there's our clamping bolt. There's our new linkage bolt underneath it. Got that wiring straightened up. That's a little bit better connection. Let's see if we can start it and take it for a test ride. Where's the seat? Yeah, throw the seat back in. Replacing that broken linkage bolt solved our travel issue, but the oil leaks were a little more involved. There were a couple of hydraulic lines under the floor that was loose. There was an O-ring on a fitting on the pump that had failed, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that is also leaking. The valve cover gasket's leaking. The brake shaft seals on both sides are leaking, along with numerous other things that the owner didn't really want to mess with right now. So because it runs and works, we fixed a couple of the leaks that we could get easily, and then the owner needed it back. So he's going to run it for a little while. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this thing again this winter to resolve those leaks when he's not using it as much. But for now, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and more later.